Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive to keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. The Texas Longhorns offense comes on the field first today. Of course, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. And Kirk, this, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can handle that the best today.
He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Play action fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. 2nd down after that previous play. Dropping back. 15 minutes. Caught quickly. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down. They bring him down with a veteran quarterback. Shows off that trademark arm strength. The Longhorns will try to keep this drive moving. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. Even in a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. The short completion at the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. That completion sets up a 3rd down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to throw it again. The tight end has got it. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. 1st down. Longhorns will have 1st and 10 here. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The back just had no chance there. The defense is all over the draw play to stop him behind the line.
Yeah, I don't know if they were tipped off or what, but they weren't fooled at all. You could tell the defense was dialed in, knew exactly what was coming, and made the tackle.
Grab behind the line. It's Higgins. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Really good defenses put an emphasis on winning the early down. That means holding your own on 1st and 2nd down. So you force the offense to consistently have to try on 3rd and long. That's exactly what's happened here in this series.
Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. And that one's straight down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Horned Frogs offense out there for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
And now the handoff. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down. The Horned Frogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quick throw to the left. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up. And the Horned Frogs will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. No fair catch. He feels the punt. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. We're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he finds his tight end for the catch. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. That completion good for a 1st down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. It's going to bring up a 3rd down play. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. This is a daunting attempt from 54 yards out. Let's see if he's got the leg. He knocks this one right through.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the TCU offense takes the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? They begin with a quick throw to the left. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. So one play moves the ball to the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Looks like he's going to run it. Breaks loose at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. And the Horned Frogs starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT gives them a 7-6 lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. It's an out route. The catch made. Oh, and now he fumbles the ball. And the defense jumps on the football.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They're in the right place at just the right time.
Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. Physical run earns the 1st down. And Kirk, it's TCU with the lead so far. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. From the shotgun, drops back. Short connection to the tight end here. The Horned Frogs come to the line in a hurry up.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So the offense faces third and short from the plus 26. Might be four-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas Christian. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. What in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? Short throw complete to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. Here's the second down play. They'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 40. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. They weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. I love those misdirectional counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
On first down, it's play action. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Second down after that completion. Scanning the field, it's Jimenez. Receiver makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
He makes the grab. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He'll try a pass here. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. On third down, he drops to throw. The pass rush closing in. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Returner choosing to field this one. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. After the first down loss, it's second and long from the 17. Motion now from the tight end. Looking to pass here on second down. There's a screen pass to the running back. Defense flies in to make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield and rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Running back has it on the screen now. And the tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain. The completion makes it 2nd down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's brought down after a short gain does not make the 1st down yardage. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. That gain sets up a 3rd down play. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Now it's 2nd down here. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Finds room at the 30. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? They'll run it here. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
They stop him at the 11, not good field position to start the drive. And the Texas offense comes back out on the field. You'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. The pocket breaking down. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Jimenez. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. And the ball is picked off.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
That's an athletic play by the defensive back, playing tight coverage, seeing the ball, and not giving the receiver a chance to get their hands on it.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to launch it deep again. And it's incomplete. Tried for a big play there as time runs out in the 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Crispy gets so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to him. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Solid gain moves the ball to the 43.
It's a good solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Second down, we're going to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Explosive play. The gain moves the ball all the way to the 30.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Horned Frogs lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And there's the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. An inside give now from the shotgun. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
The Horned Frogs come to the line with 1st and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, TCU. This offense really clicking. So the offense flexing here, Kirk, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Yeah, that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. 3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. He's got a man down the middle. Big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 45. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Scanning the field. It's Jimenez. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Second down play coming up. Play action fake, looking to throw. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Defense looking to keep the pressure on. 3rd down coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And he puts it out of bounds, so no return. And the TCU offense takes the field. Passing game was so effective in the last position, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete. And the Horned Frogs will crank up the tempo.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
He's going to take another shot right here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Texas Christian. And the beatdown continues. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things? Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's running out of time here. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. Looking downfield, it's Jimenez. Close to the tight end. And he's got it. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field.
Hold it.
Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Intercepted. Picked off by the defense. Brought down after a short return. What? The interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward. Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the Horned Frogs begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's got room, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And the route is on. So the quarterback says, I'll do this myself. He just takes off and flashes the speed in the touchdown run.
My goodness, his creativity and speed makes it almost impossible to stop. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I start locking in on this quarterback's ability to run, because if you don't, you're going to see a lot more plays like this.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Higgins. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And Kirk, it's TCU with the lead so far. This has been thorough domination through 3 quarters. A real statement confirming their status as a national championship contender. Let's check out the stats so far. Important second down play coming up. Looking downfield, it's Jimenez. Not able to connect, incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That's a strong stiff arm. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Bringing pressure. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. The result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
They get him down after the completion. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Touchdown, TCU. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. First down here for this offense.
42 Spider. Flex, alert, reload.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Running back grabs it on a screen. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down. Fresh set of downs to the offense after that first down completion.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Jimenez. Pass is incomplete, but there's a penalty marker down. Might be roughing the quarterback.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
Ouch. Late contact with... An obvious call. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Let's go.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And the TCU offense is back out on the field. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. And the single back takes the handoff. The ball is loose. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. On the run, he'll let it go. It's intercepted, threw it across his body. Tackle made on the return. What the takeaway? Sets up the offense at the 37 now. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Eludes attack, refusing to be stopped on this play. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Ready up.
Second down and goal upcoming. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown.
Most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game, but I love that they're still fighting. Man, I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
Point after, up and good. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Play action here on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. It's a fumble. Looks like the defense has it.
Just a critical error here by this offense late in the game, working with the lead. The last thing you want to see is obviously a turnover. But give credit to this defense. They got the ball back to their own offense, and now they got a real shot.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Offense getting set. Second down play here. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Handoff with a single back. Fighting off the defender. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
Man, that is impressive run here by this back. Not only to be able to pick up those big yards, but what I love to see is the mental toughness. This guy put the ball on the ground the last time he had it. The coach doesn't shy away from getting the ball very next time out, and he delivers with a big game.
And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. breaking through defenders. Again, ripping through the defense. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26. Well, the big fella's, Kirk, flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
That's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.